Welcome back everyone to the Complete Pineleaf. I have arrived back here in Leoglon, trying to find out if there's anything unusual going around here. Just in case, it may lead me some clues as to what is going on with Karasgar. And looks like I found Lornder here, who seems to have a problem.
Take heed now.
While it is my task to oversee trade in Leoglon, it is all too much for one elf to handle. I have delegated some tasks to Sirathon. He oversees the inventory and storing of provisions within Leoglon's bounds. He's become increasingly agitated of late, convinced that a thief moves somehow undetected amongst us. I can hardly see how. No wood elf would be a thief, and dwarves or men would be watched closely enough, and Serathon's talk of thieves, if not before. Now, I have heard of one of your kind some time ago, but I beg pardon, I meant no offense, and besides, I do not think that one has returned to Mirkwood. Would you speak with Serathon and see if you could put his troubles at mind to rest, one way or another? So, in other words, you say a man or a dwarf would be looked too closely, that none of the wood elves would steal anything, and that a hobbit might be able to do it if there are any hobbits around other than myself. Anyway, let's see what Serathon has to say. He's laughing at the idea. Oh, Lord, dear sent you. Oh, did he say he thought I was out of my wits? I tell you, there is a thief, though I have nothing to prove my conviction as of yet. If only I had time to make account of provisions. Though trade is stopped, somehow my work goes on. Would you lend me a hand in counting supplies? It's hardly work suited for an adventurer like yourself, but it may lead us to that thief. All right, well, you want me to take inventory of supplies and provisions. You're sending a hobbit to take inventory on provisions. Well, I can see why you're laughing at the thought of that one. Now, let's see. What can I find here? Okay. It's not the first time I've been sent to take inventory on provisions. Oh, where are these? Ah, here are some barrels here. Okay. See what's in here. Here's some supplies. Well, not everything seems to be in order here. How am I supposed to know what the inventory is supposed to be? I have no idea, but apparently I have an instinctive sense to know that something is not in order in that barrel. Oh, what about this barrel? Maybe give me an inventory list. That would make sense. Alright, not everything is in order there. What about this one? Not everything is in order there. What about the provisions? Everything seems to be in order here. You mean it's yummy. And let's see, what else have we got? Looks like I found everything. Just one more supply crate and I'll finish up the inventory. Something missing there too. That's rather strange. Nothing missing from the provision crates except for one very tasty pie, and it looks like there's something missing from all the supply barrels.
Welcome.
That's very interesting. No common provisions were taken. They are the first things a petty Lake Town thief would steal. But sundry items are indeed missing, so my suspicions were no lapse of wits. Foresters' axes, ropes, ladders, lumber, chisels. What do these things have in common? Their value is little. They're but tools for common labor. Strange indeed. Strange indeed. I will tell you how my suspicions of a thief first arose. Every morning as I made my rounds, I would find things slightly moved from where they were. So slightly that the shifting and rearranging that it could only trickle my mind for some days. Then, 2 days ago, I laid a coil of rope in a particular position upon some other tools. The next morning, there was no mistaking. The rope was 2 hands shifted to the side. Therefore, we must conclude that the thief steals at night. Come, help me lay a trap. This part I would not dare without your help. First, we must gather supplies and lay them in the unused supply cart. Alright. So we are going to have to collect some supplies and prepare a trap. Let's then lay a few supplies. Find them all over the place where we can have some suitable bait for our trap. Alright, here is some more bait. And what next? Now that we have the bait, let's put it into the cart. There you go. And now we wait, right? Bait gathered and placed into the trap. Good work. You're a worthy warden. Now let us wait for nightfall.
Night has fallen on the trading village of Loiglond. Now is the time to enact Sirithon's plan to patrol the village in hopes of catching the mysterious bandit.
Then let the patrol begin. Of course, the question is, what points am I supposed to patrol? All is quiet. All is quiet on the waterfront. Alright, that's one place. Except for one hobbit running all over the place. Okay, that's all is quiet here. Oops. Alright, everything seems to be fine over here. Now he seems to be going over provisions, so that's not a problem. Besides, we don't think it's an elf that's doing it. So let's go to the next place. Nothing here. Boy, this place is very easy to get lost in. That's all I've got to say about. Well, this place is all quiet. We got a pair here who are talking. Here's way back at the entrance. Alright, nothing over there. Still one more checkpoint, and I'm trying to remember, where is this checkpoint supposed to be? Yeah, that's this town. Always get lost here, every single time. It's one of those locations where you say, how do you know it's time to end your questing in the area? When do you finally figure out where you're at? Unfortunately for this place, I'd be here forever for that criteria. Well, we have a guard here, but other than that, nothing around here. It's all quiet here too. Alright. Well then, let's check on the trap. I just have to remember where I put it, right? Isn't it down here? Alright, here's the supplies. Let's make sure everything's fine here. Nothing is missing. Alright. That's good. At least for now. All quiet so far. Everything's there.
Welcome, traveler.
Not one movement or sign of an intruder? Wait, There's a shout from the other end. What's the commotion, Pineleaf? Go quickly and see what it is. All right. Let's see. Let's see what's going on then. This way. All right. What's going on down here? I mean, if they're trying to steal something, they're stealing from the wrong spot, aren't they? I hope that we're not too late. Well, I hope you know this place better than I do, because I'm getting lost already. What happened here? Oh, I had finished stacking these goods when someone pushed them. Whoever it was pushed the crates over, trying to topple them on me. I didn't see who it was, but they vanished into the reed so quickly. Uh, it says I feared then. It's just a diversion. Quickly, Pineleaf, go back. Oh, now I have to go back alone. Well, okay, I'll see if I can figure out how to get back there. How many times am I going to get... Well, I'm certainly not going to get back quickly if I get lost, right? Oh, this way, I guess. This way, that way, the other way. Ah, here we are. Let's see if we're too late or if we are here in time. Well, they're getting bolder. They took the whole lot. They took the lot. Well, they certainly acted quickly. They took all the barrels.
A word between us, then.
Well, we laid our traps so carefully, only to be fooled in the ruse. They are sly and attentive thieves indeed, Pineleaf. Sly, but not stealthier than the eye of an elf. Not quite, for as we returned I caught a glimpse, no more than a glimpse, though alas, of some shadowed figures fleeing with the cart. Yes, the direction they fled towards was plain as day. They fled toward Esgaroth. Esgaroth. You said they fled to Esgaroth. What are we going to do about that? The ruins called Esgaroth the of old were once the town of Dalemen. Very little remains, and what does is now covered over with marsh reeds and the waters of the long lake. Who hides in such a dreary and desolate place, and what aim do they pursue out there? I wonder. Our thief is real, but grows stranger every time we learn something new. Oh, so you don't mean Lake Town, you mean the old Lake Town. All right.
Shaded bough and sunlit leaf.
I will send word to Felagos. Truly, I know not whether aid will come. As of late, what with the closure in trade and the whisperings among the rafts of this and that, yet I will not stop gossip. I must send word and wait. While I do, perhaps you might continue assisting Lorndur? All right, fine. Let us Let us help them while we figure out what we're going to do. Ah, here's Lornder. Let's see what we could do for him to help get trade back open while we wait for a plan in dealing with the thief.
We should begin with troubles along the forest river.
Shipments are sent downstream from Felagos and then picked up here in Legland before being sent off to the Long Lake. Not long ago, shipments began going missing before even reaching us. I suspect orcs are involved. Please, do what you can to make the Forest River safer for us. Alright, I suppose I can do that. So what all does that involve?
A word between us, then.
Yes, shipments from Felagos have not been making it to Leoglon. I believe someone may be stealing them out to the Forest River before they reach us. Can I ask you to investigate? Travel along the Forest River from Felagos and see what you can find. So something is blocking the traffic of the barrels. trouble comes from down the mountains.
It is good you are here.
And while I'm at it, kill any orcs I find if they are involved. Well, whether or not they're involved, you want me to kill the orcs anyway, I presume.
I would speak with you.
And I sent several of my raft elves to go investigate the missing shipments from Felagos, but they have not returned. I fear that this could be the work of the orcs. Please find them and aid them if it's needed. Alright. And hopefully I am helping injured elves instead of investigating dead elves. Alright, now that means up the river. I've just started on my little journey here and look what I found. An orc. Oh, I guess that supports the hypothesis that the orcs are involved if they're this close. And that means most likely that I'll be finding several more of them around, such as right over here. Hey, 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 don't run through me. Well, you're going. Oh, he's trying to run the sword through me. Well, don't do that either. I found the river. So it looks like there's a waterfall up there, which means I'll have to deal with a ridge somewhere, most likely. Deal with ridges, orcs, rivers, reeds. I don't see any barrels down here. Should I go up that side or this side? Let's see if I can get up this side. Of course not. The ridge evades me again. Ah, this side of the river looks much better. Hold on, there's something right there. Is that an orc? Yeah, it's an orc. 2 orcs. Well, we have to deal with them, of course. I think there's an elf there also. Well, we'll have to deal with the... I guess we'll deal with the elf in a different way, right? Oops. Hello, are you okay? Let's free him from this. There you go. I hope you're better. You're welcome. Now, while you get back home, I'll see if I can find any more orcs and injured elves. No, that's a deer and a boar. So let's go up the hill. Yes. Well, I was thinking for a moment I found a part of the bridge that wasn't going to defeat me, but I may be wrong. I had to go back to the road to find a path through here, and hold on, what's this? An orc! That's what it is! Pesky orc! Just as I was seeing something strange, too. Well, well, well. Ropes. Big enough to catch a barrel. Strung down the river. Pretty sure they don't belong to the elves. Because they wanted to go past this point. There you go. Let's... Oh. Yeah. Look at that. An orc standing guard, watching to see if they catch a barrel from there. Yes, the orcs most definitely are involved in this little bit of treachery, putting them all over the river, trying to make sure that they catch them before they get to the raft elves. And they are harassing the scouts to make sure that word doesn't get around to them. Well, the orcs are most definitely not going to win this round. Right? Right. There you go. Are you okay? There you go. Here's a little something. Alright, You're welcome. Now, let's go and... Looks like occasionally a barrel has trouble, even if there aren't any orcs creating troubles. Oh, some rapids here. Ah. More orcs, more nets, more elves. Looks like there's a great deal of work left before I finish this little task, after which you'll meet me again with the Rapt Elves when we come back to the complete Pineleaf.